Hey, what's going on? My name's Jeff Carpenter with vflat World. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 common ways to use a vflat. Probably the most common way to use a vflat is as a fill. This is where you use the white side of the vflat to bounce light back onto your subject and fill in the shadows. In my case, I had a beauty dish as my key light and I wanted to reduce the shadows on the right side of my model's face, so I brought in the vflat to do just that. One thing to keep in mind is that the closer you place your vflat to your subject, the more you're going to fill in the shadows. And the further you move it away, the more the shadows will increase, in turn adding more contrast to your image. If you want to add even more contrast, you can use the black side of the vflat and subtract the light. You may have heard terms like reverse fill or negative fill, and that just means that by using the black side of the vflat, the light isn't able to bounce back onto your subject. This is definitely a less common use of a vflat, but it really comes in handy when you want to have even more control over the light in your image. Another way to use a vflat is as an actual background. With the white and black sides already there, a vflat makes for a really simple and convenient backdrop. One problem you may run into with these specific vflats is the white Velcro tabs showing when using the black side of the backdrop. You can either remove them in post-production, or you can flip the vflat over so you're just seeing the non-reflective gaffer's tape rather than the white Velcro tabs. To use a vflat as a white backdrop, just flip it around to the white side and place a strobe facing the backdrop behind your model. There are a lot of ways to light a backdrop, but one way that I like to make sure I get even light across the board is by placing 2 vflats on either side of my model and bouncing a strobe into them and evenly lighting the background. For this particular setup, I was shooting into a cyc wall and I wanted to make sure I had even light on my background without any light spilling onto my subject. By having the 2 vflats on either side of my model evenly lighting my background, I was able to retain that perfect white e-commerce look we were really trying to achieve. The last way that I commonly use a vflat is to flag light. In this case, I wanted to shoot a portrait with a shallower depth of field, but when I opened up my aperture, the window light was overexposing my image and causing a blue tint on the right side of my model's face. I really just wanted the natural light from the outside to expose my blue background while still retaining control of the light on my model's face with my flash. By placing the vflat between the window and my model, I was able to flag the light so it didn't hit her at all. Here are the images side by side so you can see the difference. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you want to find out more information about our foldable vflats, come see us at vflatworld.com or follow us on Instagram and Facebook.